StarCraft fans? This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of Into the Void. This is a game between Necroshock and SkyWalker on Korhal Carnage Knockout. In the bottom side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is SkyWalker. Possibly Luke, possibly Anakin, who knows? And at the top side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Necroshock. Alright, so this is our weekly edition of Into the Void, and an examination of Bronze and Silver League gameplay. Again, it is fun to see these things. It is fun to see different strategies these players do manage to pull out of their little heads. And also discuss things they can improve upon. Basic mechanical things, basic decision-making things, and we will kind of go from there. So, here we are. Again, I'm going to say this again. I know you're sick of hearing it, but these are not your dad's Bronze and Silver League players. This is not Wings of Liberty, where Bronze and Silver had no idea what they were doing. They didn't know about spawning pools. They didn't know about queens. They didn't know about mules. They didn't know anything about basic build orders. But guess what? These guys do. Look at this. This is a very standard Reaper expand by SkyWalker, or at least a Reaper opening. And we have an extractor with a pool, getting the extractor first so you have speed for your lings. So these players know what they're doing. They understand StarCraft 2. You can be stuck in Bronze and not be a complete noob. It's just when you start to attack the enemy. When the enemy attacks you, that's when things fall apart. You start to forget things, you start to miss injects, you start to not make units at your barracks and things like that. Engineering bay opening, alright, so that's weird. But the point is, that most people do fall apart at that point in the game, rather than just having no idea what they're doing from the very beginning. So we'll see how long it takes these guys to have an idea, get them thrown off of their build orders, and see what decisions they make when that happens. But a queen's on the way, speed is on the way. This is totally a one-base opening for our Zerg player, and he's trying to hide his lings just in case a scouting SCV shows up. He wants his lings hidden up in this corner. It seems nice. It's got plenty of lighting up there. Well, I mean, over here there's lighting, kind of dark in this corner, oddly enough. And there's a nice barbed wire, some nice razor wire they can look at while they're bored and waiting. But all right, it's only a one-base play here from SkyWalker too. So getting an engineering bay, what is that for? Why are you doing this? You don't have any upgrades coming. You don't have a planetary fortress unless you're saving this to be made into a planetary. Alright, entirely possible. Bunker here, nice full wall. Any lings that try to get up here won't be able to. Actually, yeah, lings can't squish through there. There's no way. And now there's an expansion from Necroshock. Alright, so Necroshock, here's the deal. If you're going to make lings early on, please attack with them. Please go find SCVs and kill them. Please go do stuff with them. Otherwise, you got these early spawning pool for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Okay, he is sending the lings out. They're a little bit later than I would like, but they do have speed, so now they are dead fast. They could kill this SCV. Always check the Zeldong watchtowers to see what you can see around it, and also see if you can kill some workers that are trying to hold it, but that's okay. We're really not going to lose the game for him at this point. So here come the lings. There's nothing in this bunker. Actually, holy crap. Going to knock down that SCV very, very quickly, and here come the lings, and there's nothing killing them, so might as well attack stuff. There we go, trying to take down that bunker. They are going to get it. 4 of them can attack at the same time, which is a big number. Coming with the desperation repair are the SCVs. Can they get it? Yes, 4 SCVs can out-repair the DPS that these lings can do. And nope, now 2 Marines do manage to shoot them away from inside the bunker there. The StarCraft logo, very happy on top of that bunker, but did delay and did actually deny that expansion. Did Necroshock, so that's a great play. The Marines, okay, so there's the +1 attack coming up on the engineering bee. I guess he just wants to be like Polt and make sure that his upgrades are ready to rock. At this rate, he should have +3 by the 10 or 11 minute mark. I'm not sure that he will, but hey, the possibilities are there. Siege tank popping up here too. I like the siege tank marine play from the Terran player. Some medevacs coming out of their starports as well. I love it very, very much. Roach Warren, evolution chamber, baneling nest. Whoa, Necroshock has many ideas and many plans of what he wants to do to this Terran player. He's going to baneling bust him. He's going to bring roaches up, ravagers up. He wants to be aggressive, which I love. I love aggression and Into the Void. I really do. Tank setting up in a defensive position. Yeah, Skywalker stuck on 1 base, which is a big problem. The Zerg's on 2. It's 26 now to 21 harvesters, which means the Zerg player is absolutely going to do very well for himself if things do not change. As the Terran player, you have to get out there. You have to, at the very least, force the Zerg player to pop on out units instead of workers. If you can do that, you're going to be A-okay. You might not necessarily kill any of them, but if you can stop them from being born, that's pretty much the same thing. Barracks and double medevac, possibly double medevac, but that, man, that gas count is so low for SkyWalker. It is so sadly low. Working only on 2 refineries. Oh, I was going to say he only has 2 here. Now he overcompensated, went to 4. Now he's back down to 3. You have to expand. You have to do it. You cannot sit here on one base. I know there were some lings down here. Go ahead, bring a tank out, bring your Marines out, and crush them. I know it's terrifying. I understand that, but you have to do it, or you're as good as dead at this point. What is this? +1/+1 for melee, or missile attack, rather, and glial reconstitution. Missile attack and ground carapace coming up here for a Roach Ravager type of attack. Necroshock knows what's up. He knows how to play this game. I like the positioning of the tanks. This one, I'm not sure what... I mean, I guess suppose if lings come in and try to knock down this backdoor debris, he can get to them. That's just wide open. That's just wide open. Okay, so yep, that's backdoor is wide open. It does make sense to have something covering it. But man, just having a siege tank there full time seems like a little bit of a waste here. Necroshock, go for the expand. Do it. You're fully expanded here on both of your hatcheries. It's 40 to 23 harvesters right now in favor of the Necroshock. An eject would be fine, but I'm not going to kill you for it. Yep, Banelings, centrifugal hooks on the way. Fast Banelings, Roaches, Ravagers, Lings versus Marines and tanks. A Marauder. A Marauder is good, but I just feel like Necroshock has the advantage right now. SkyWalker has to do something in the next 2 minutes, or that's it. I'm going to call it. 2 minutes, man. You have 2 minutes to get outside of your base, to expand, to take something. He is making a command center, but can he hold it? Is the question of the day. Necroshock is doing absolutely nothing to monitor this situation. At least have a Ling down here. And if SkyWalker kills it, so be it. It's a single Ling, but just, man, always monitor. I like the positioning of the Overlords to see if any other bases are being taken that that SkyWalker could be considering doing here, but I don't like that he doesn't know what's happening here. Just being blind seems like a problem. So Necroshock spending his money. He has a lot of it. He has a lot of money here, but he is going ahead and throwing down extractors, throwing down hatcheries. In production, we do have a lot of roaches. 4 roaches on the way. Ground carapace level 2, missile attack level 2 coming up at the same time. He's really keeping on top of those upgrades. How about you, my friend SkyWalker? No! Not getting level 2 here at all, which is a big problem. He needs an armory. Look, requirements, armory. Get an armory for those upgrades. I don't know why you started with +1 if you weren't planning continuing to going to +2 or +3. Did he just transfer? He just transferred an SCV over in this command center, landed it, and waited a second to make sure no lings would come and murder him, and then put that SCV to work. So that's pretty funny stuff. That is pretty fantastic. What is this now? A Hydralisk Den too. Necroshock really doing everything he can. Oh, but the Liberators! The Liberators are here. I was going to say, how long would it take SkyWalker to figure out that he needs Liberators so darn bad? And the answer is about 7 minutes. About 7 minutes there. So we'll see if the Hydras are enough. I don't see any sign of Aspire. You really need Corruptors to deal with the Liberators effectively. Or just bring 100 Lings in and don't care what the Liberators one-shot because they're overkilling with every single shot that they make. And in that situation, I think it's A-OK. So, Liberator count currently 2. Planetary Fortress in the main, or the natural base. Okay. I mean, for the sake of safety, I suppose you can do that if you really, really need to. But otherwise, I don't know, man. I like taking the gas first. This is something we've seen a lot from professional players on that third base. Just go for gas. His mineral count is fine. He needs gas. 4 upgrades, 4 Hydras, 4 Roaches. All these things are very, very expensive. Liberators chasing away this Overlord. Kabloop. There it goes. APM for these players is under 100 for both of them on average. Necroshock closer, but still not even quite there yet. Pushing up here, we have tank drops. We have marine drops. Is that a Marauder too? And a Marauder with Liberators. Trying to sneak on up here and kill stuff. Where's the army? The army is here. Ravagers ready to go. Roaches ready to go. Hydras are ready to go here. Army supply about even. Actually, it's really just this worker count. Necroshock has been absolutely killing it on the economic side of things. Sneaking up here in the darkness are the Liberators. And the Medevac's going to fly on in, setting up a Circle of Doom. 2 Circles of Doom, and let's drop on in, suckers. Bam! Tank lands in siege mode. Marines dropping too, trying to come through with the Ravagers and the Hydras. Banelings trying to crush on through here too. Can they get on in? The middle of it's stuck. No! They do crush on in. All the Marines are now dead here. Coming, and they need something to kill the Liberators. Are all the Ravagers gone? No! There's 1 remaining. And he misses! He misses with the Corrosive Bile. The Liberators are continuing to absolutely lock down this main base. He needs... Why is spending up? He needs... I guess he's making Hydras. I was going to say, he needs Corruptors. He needs a Queen. He needs something. That Ravager needs to throw down a Corrosive Bile. Why? There's 1! 1 does get taken out, and oh, the Ravager ends up dead. This sucker is still alive with 16 kills. Absolutely crushing this mineral line. Just run. There it is. Now he's running. Necroshock recognizing he cannot win this battle as it stands. He's getting Burrow. He's getting 19 Hydras. That should be enough to clear this thing out as long as they don't just walk single file into that very, very slowly. Yes, sneaking up along the edges here. Very good. Come on. You can see the circle. You know where it is. And yes, does go ahead and snipe it down after losing a Hydra unnecessarily. But hey, not going to kill him for that. So 10 drones were killed in that attack. 9 roaches, 5 ravagers, 9 hydras rather. Oh, 9 hydras and 9 roaches. Okay. In exchange for 2 liberators, a siege tank, a marauder, and 13 marines. So resources lost. Wow, 3,500 minerals, 1,500 gas versus 1,300 minerals and 400 gas for SkyWalker. So all right, more cost-efficient attack there. Necroshock, that's exactly what you need to watch out for. And SkyWalker, that's exactly what you have to do. Keep it up. Keep it up. I don't see any sign of a Spire coming out from our blue Zerg player, so don't worry about Corruptors anytime soon. Third base now is established by SkyWalker, or almost there. Close enough, as I would say. Marine count looking fairly healthy here. 2 upgrades. They have that +1 attack, but no really other activity on the engineering bay to this point. Creep spread continuing to push on out here. He is thwarted a little bit by this grass. You can't see beyond it, so you can't throw down. See, can I see that? I can't even see that, huh? So you can't throw down another tumor beyond it. If you come around it or bring a queen around the other side, you can toss that down. But either way, SkyWalker, or Necroshock rather, knows what he's doing about this one. Is this just all completely surrounded? It is completely surrounded by bushes. It's a very nice private place to throw down your expansion at the gold, but then people come through the bushes and murder you, which always seems like something you would try to avoid here. A lot of banelings on the way. Infestation pit now coming up at the 11-minute mark. Not bad. Not bad timing for that infestation pit. Is that a scorpid? Scantipede. It is a scantipede, a biological critter. It looks like it could probably just reach down and tear your head off. Look how big it is. Like, that's the size of a marine, right? And just... Apparently they're all friendly. I was going to say, in Warcraft 3, they do have... I guess Warcraft 3 and Heroes, they have non-friendly mobs just kind of sitting around that are not part of either of your army. You can kill them to gain XP for heroes. You can kill them to gain mercenaries in Heroes of the Storm, which is pretty darn fun stuff too. But yeah, no such thing in StarCraft 2. Everything that you can see is either you can kill it and it's trying to kill you, or it's completely harmless, and killing it will make you a monster. 4th base coming over here for Necroshock. I like that play. I do. Finally getting Combat Shield to SkyWalker. Pros get this thing really early. Like, the first upgrade they get is Combat Shield, so maybe Terran players might want to try that one. Hive on the way for Necroshock, continuing to get Hydras. I'm just not sure that Hydras are the way to go against Liberators and tanks and things. Alright, Marines do take down this Overlord, which might tip a Necroshock off to knowing that SkyWalker is trying to expand once again, as he is. He has he has a command center just floating here. I never noticed. Did I notice these before? He's like, wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. We're moving. The lights are not doing that when it's landed. It's only when it's flying. That's kind of funny. I guess it's kind of the equivalent of a backup beep from a cement mixer or something. Alrighty then. Drop. Hanging out. Hey guys, you can... Do you know about this base? No? Okay, that's a problem. If you fly over it, I think it'll be okay. There are no queens here whatsoever. Just get a queen at every base. Are you not injecting at all? This one's injecting as the hive pops, but there are... Where are the... What? Are the queens just creep tumor makers at this point? Well, this one's trying to get back. If you get back and inject, I will love you so much. Do it. Ready to go. Ah, good job, queen. All right, I apologize for maligning you there. Ah, even queuing up injects. I like that very much from our Zerg friend. Continuing to make barracks. Both players doing fairly well at spending their money right now. It's 53 to 35 harvesters. Necroshock definitely in the lead on this one. There is nothing happening at this base. Okay, there's a single SCV who's mining, but that is it. Army for the Terran player looking very small indeed. And here comes our Zerg friend, Necroshock, with a massive army of roaches and of hydras. +2/+2 on all of these guys. Now getting +3/+3 and an Ultralisk Cavern. This might just be a complete Zerg smackdown right now. It absolutely could be. I would not be shocked. I'm not predicting anything. I'm not saying I watched this before, but okay, here we go. Here come the roaches. Here come the hydras. Here come some banelings getting mixed in for good measure. He's not even waiting for the ultras. He's maxed out. There's no reason to do it. So here he comes. The roaches leading the way. Ursadon saying, "What? What is?" Female Ursadak going, "What is happening here?" Tank fire on top of everything. Tanks on the high ground, just coming on through. Hydras in the back. Roaches are basically getting melted right now. All the roaches gone. I think they're all gone. Hydras, are they attack moving or are they just... So, I know there were tanks. I get that. I understand. there were tanks here, but how did that happen? For a second there, it looked like the Hydras were not on attack move. Were the Roaches not on an attack move either? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to go back and look at it. Dropping here with the Marines, absolutely crushing this base to death. In production are 23 Roaches. For Necroshock, might it be enough to handle this one? Yes, SkyWalker knows how to attack move, taking out all the drones. The Roaches do manage to pop, though. Is it enough, however? The upgrades are good. Still not +3/+3 quite yet, though, but a nice surround on the Roaches. The Marauders doing a ton of damage here, too. Just trying to run with the Marauders now instead of pick up and running. Pick up and run. Okay, eventually it does not pick up and run, but the medevacs do head home here. This base is gone. These guys have +1/+1. They are not keeping up with the upgrades on the Zerg army, but going to stim right on in, try to kill more of these workers, and they're going to be able to do it too. Look at this. Goodbye, drones. It is now 40-22 harvesters in favor of SkyWalker. The Roaches might be able to clean it up, but no, finally learning the art of pick up and boost out is SkyWalker. Can he get into the main base? Can he kill the Ultralisk Cavern? That'd be kind of a big deal. All right, he's going to try to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Not much HP on the Ultralisk Cavern, but this is a lot of Roaches. Not going to happen. Valiant effort by SkyWalker, but got it down to about 40% health, not any further than that. This base up and running now is 22-40 total harvesters. In production, our Marines, our Marauders, our Hydralisks. I am still so confused by that attack. I felt like the Roaches and the Hydras are going to waltz right down here, absolutely murder everything that existed, throw down corrosive biles on top of all the tanks. He had Ravagers mixed in. Did he have Ravagers? Maybe that was a problem. Maybe he didn't have any Ravagers at all. How many kills does this have? 0? All right, so 2, 4, 8, 7. All right, some good kill counts here. 8, 9 kills on that tank. That adds up to a lot of dead Roaches and a lot of dead Hydras. All right, Necroshock. We will pay attention to this next attack. If Necroshock uses attack move successfully, I will believe. But if he just like right-clicking... I mean, it seemed like the Hydras are trying to get right about here. Maybe he attack moved here on the unbuildable plates. Oh. So you know how players kill this thing in their own bases? And I'm like, why is that? It's because killing it prevents an accidental misclick. If you try to attack move in a direction, but you actually click this instead, your units will try to attack it, walking through anything that they can to get there and get in range. It's almost like the Hydras are trying to get in range of these unbuildable plates instead of straight up attacking these guys up here. So maybe it was an unbuildable plates concerned attack. All right, Marine's going to clear out this Overlord that's not actually pooping creep. You might as well just do it. It's going to delay a base if nothing else. I know in Legacy of the Void, the creep proceeds quickly, but not the worst thing. SCV hanging out here too. Still continuing with Roach Hydra. Does he have any Ultras actually on the field? He has an Ultralisk Cavern. He has chitinous plating. He has +3 armor, but he has no Ultras at all. I feel like that's such a great idea right now. There is a Ghost Warren popping up for SkyWalker, and he is making Ghosts. So that's steady targeting ability to Ghost Academies. Did I say Ghost Warren? I probably did. I meant Ghost Academies 1 and 2 here. Oh, look! The female Ursadak came to hang on out. Go up the ramp. Do it. Yes, coming up the ramp to investigate the main base here. That's funny. Ursadak looking for food. I guess there's some, like, moss over here. There's really nothing else in the main base to eat unless you count these trees. Maybe that bush. Maybe that's like a cabbage. I don't know. Ursadak, come find some food. Oh, decides instead not to go up there and maybe come around the edges and eat these evergreen trees as an option. Is he making nukes? Oh, he's making nukes. He's making nukes. 2 nukes here. All right, SkyWalker. SkyWalker, I believe. I believe you can win this thing with nukes. It's something we've seen before. It's something we've seen. Who's been doing this recently? It's like Marine Lord. Is Marine Lord doing this with the nukes every so often in his TVZs? I don't know. I don't remember. Personal cloaking coming up for the Ghost 2, so they are invisible. +2 melee attack on the way. Any Ultras to speak of, though? Why are you getting upgrades for Ultras and no actual Ultras? You have enough money or not maxed out at this point. It's just the mineral. Ooh, the mineral count seems a little low for that. Liberator walks right on in, says there's no queens here. There's no spore crawlers. Might as well take it out. And instead is going to hang out for a bit. Go ahead and check the email. I don't know. Oh, going for the gold base is Necroshock. Meanwhile, there are more Liberators setting up at this base. No defense at all. No queens here. No spore crawlers either. Set up and go. Where's your attention, SkyWalker? Here it is. Oh, he lets the drones run away. Oh, no. How about you guys? Can you guys go to work now? Here come the Hydras trying to get an angle. Corrosive Bile being thrown on down and does not hit. The Liberator, the Hydras with that +3/+3 might be able to snipe it down, but can't quite pull it off. These Liberators just basically showing themselves to the drone, saying, hey, this is really all about minimap awareness. All right, here it is, 1 and 2. This base gonna fall. Necroshock, run! Run with your drones, good man. You have a lead right now, but it's slowly being whittled down. Catching another one there, 45 to 42 Harvesters. Here come the Ultras. Do not walk in there, Ultra. You cannot shoot up. Don't be silly. So there are some Ultras here. They do have +8 armor and +1 on the Kaiser Blades. +2 coming up, though. But these nukes, the nuke count, does it show nukes? It shows 1. Yep, 1 nuke available. Now 2 nukes available. Where are these ghosts? I don't know, but the Hydra is going to snipe down these guys pretty darn easily, and they do. This one's still alive, coming in for round number 2. Not getting too greedy, not going for the whole mineral line, but this should be ample. It is now, yep, SkyWalker takes the lead in that worker count. Oh, dodged it. Oh, not that time, though. Oh, its body flying all over the place, though. These guys are completely out of position. The entire army coming to defend against us. I think SkyWalker has this game, you guys. I don't know how. I don't know what happened in this big battle that should have been the end of our Red Terran player, but for some reason and somehow, SkyWalker is now up 159 to 91 total supply. Necroshock has a ton of money in the bank. Do this thing. How much larva do you have? 18. 18's good. You're not supply blocked. Make stuff, Necroshock. I mean, how? Move them. Unburrow, move them. There it is. Step 1, step 2. All right, so step 2 coming up. Gold base has been taken by Necroshock, something I really haven't seen on Korhal, Carnage, Knockout. I haven't seen anybody take this at any point because, again, you can't see what's coming to kill you. And the Terran player just sets up tanks like right here, and invisible tanks are shelling you forever and ever. Amen. Drones transferring on out of this base. They don't feel safe enough to hang on out, which I guess maybe they're going for the gold. Yeah. All right, they're going for the gold. I guess I can't necessarily blame them for abandoning it at this point. The creep spread for Necroshock got to about this point and then ended. Some Ultras now popping up from Necroshock. He has some idle drones here. It does show you idle worker count on the left side. If you see that, you can select all of them and put them to work here. But as it stands, I guess I'd like to see these guys at work, but I understand that they're not. Necroshock, I suppose, just needs more minerals. So having a lot of drones on these mineral patches is going to help him quite a bit. Actually, income, if we look at it, Zerg player is keeping up with the Terran. Gas income is definitely below right now compared to the Terran player. Let's do this thing. Let's use these nukes, Skywalker. Are you using them defensively? Is that what this is? Are these defensive nukes? Is anything inside? Where are my ghosts? Here they are. They're almost maxed out on energy. This one, almost at 200, and there it is. Yeah, against this composition, assuming the steady targeting is good, I feel like Necroshock is just out. SkyWalker should be able to burn down these Ultras pretty darn quickly. +3 attack is coming up. Fully upgraded Ultra is not a bad thing at all. Infestors on the way, though. Some good fungals could definitely turn the tide on the upcoming battle. We'll just have to wait and see. Hurrah! All right, so Dead actually put some of these drones to good use. Still has, nope, these guys hanging out. Where did they get these ones from? I don't know. There's another idle drone. Lots of idle drones. So again, pro tip of the day, make sure that your drones and your workers and your probes are always doing stuff. Always doing stuff. Another attempt to drop. Here it is. Here comes our nuke. Yes, I'm so excited. All right. All right. There. That's good location. That is good. It's not going to kill the hatch. It doesn't do that much damage against buildings. But every single worker here should die. Maybe the ones on the far outskirts might pull it off, but here it is. No, every worker dies. 20 kills on that ghost. SkyWalker now up 42 to 41 Harvesters. A single attack from that ghost, negating everything at this base. Necroshock has no idea where that was. No idea what happened. I guess he recognizes now that he lost a ton of workers at this base. At least I hope he does. SkyWalker making yet another nuke here. Muscular augments coming up for our player Necroshock 2, making his hydras that much more quick and that much more rangy. All right, maybe try another nuke here. Maybe this one would be good. All right. Come on, Ghost. Do this thing. Unload. Yes. All right, unloads in fully cloaked format. And there it is. There's the nuke. Such a pretty sight on that mini-map, isn't it? Big old yellow and nukey looking. Once again, Necroshock is not going to pull any of his drones. They were all going to die. Ghost now with 35 kills. Pretty darn good. It's 42 to 42 workers. So Necroshock keeps replacing these guys fairly well. I mean, yeah, he loses drones this way, but I don't know. He's not really falling behind in worker count compared to SkyWalker anyway. SkyWalker has no interest in moving out at all. He is sitting here. He is waiting for the Zerg player to come to him, which is 100% losing strategy. I'm going to tell you right now, Terran players, if you think you can just turtle up and never ever go kill the Zerg player, that is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not. I promise. Here come drones over to this base. There are some spore crawlers ready to rock here too. The medevac needs to find a good angle at which to attack. And that seems like a good place to unload, as good as any. Ghost has 100 energy, more than enough for the personnel cloaking to do its bit. But now the question is it visible? Oh, just out of range of that spore crawler. Has no idea where it is. Once again, Necroshock not able to pull any of his drones. At this point, if I were him, I think I would just pull all of my drones until the nuke landed. 54 kills on our Ghost. This Ghost deserves a name. His name is Bob. Bob the Ghost. Doing what he needs to do. He needs to get the heck on out of there is what he needs. But here comes the army again. Marine's going to take down this hatch, doing what Bob the Ghost could not. But Bob set forth the groundwork. Upgrades +3, +2 on these guys. Drones, a lot of them do manage to escape here. This is a lot of ultras, though. I think these Marines are all dead. Yeah, I mean, as far as they try to stand in and fight, they're completely dead. Running away will extend their life quite a bit. But, man, straight up fighting Marine to Ultra is a good way to help your widow cash in on your life insurance program. Life insurance contracts? I don't know. Either way, these guys either need to overstim to escape. As they do, they could probably take down this hatch by themselves. Their upgrades are good enough. And they are. Wow, Necroshock, do not let them go. Don't let them go. All right. All right. That's fine. I guess we could just look at a lot more dead drones here. How many drones have died so far? 113 drones killed by SkyWalker. Here he comes. This is the big army right here. Ultras, Roaches, and trying to do this thing. Is he going to actually attack move this time? And yes, he is attack moving this time. Bunkers are going to fall very quickly. Can the Hydra snipe down all these Liberators? All of the medevacs? I don't know. Tanks? Any steady targeting? Yes, steady targeting being used on all of these Ultras. What a great play indeed by SkyWalker. All that is left here is a handful of Roaches. The Liberators didn't even really take that many casualties. And once again, Necroshock. Woo! Necroshock angry at the Liberator unit there, and that's it. The rage quit from Necroshock. Necroshock is defeated, and SkyWalker is victorious. Remember what I said about sitting in your base is a losing strategy against Zerg when you're Terran? Alright, in this case, this is an exception. I will give it an exception. If your Zerg friend also allows Ghosts to nuke all of your bases and kill, let's count them, 120 drones in the game, and just absolutely wanders into your base with Ultras against Ghosts and Liberators and tanks, then yes, you absolutely can win the game. But I can't guarantee that will always be the scenario. So, well played by Necroshock, but SkyWalker gets the win. SkyWalker shows the Terran pride today in our weekly edition of Into the Void. And that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another weekly edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live. Place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.